Hello everyone, that's the fourth match of this league. We are playing against Affinity, I think. The starting end is not bad because we have a German Search Gambit and two good creatures. Black Hole and Vampires, I think that is good against Affinity because it's great to deal with Mirror Enforcer. Geomancer's Gambit can be good, but that's not always great. That's a lonely sandbar because my opponent is playing a weird version of Affinity. A weirder version of Affinity. Okay. I think that destroying their artifact land is the best thing we can do, especially when they play the Lonely Sandbar as first land. They have a Terran Sculptor. Well, two cast, okay. At this point, probably there's no reason to destroy their land. Also, especially if I draw another land, I can play Black Hole Vampires next turn. If I draw another land, I can play Birthing Party, and I have 2 copies of Birthing Party in my hand. Next turn we will play Birthing Party probably. Another two-cast. Two-cast is probably the reason why Affinity is so great, is so good. Ah, Double Enforcer. Ah, and they were able to play teacups of Enforcer only thanks to two-cast basically. Oh, okay, another E-Tug. They also have E-Tug. That's pretty bad. Let's kill E-Tug first. Sure. Then I can play Great Furnace and sacrifice it with Deadly Dispute, because if I draw a couple of Galvanic Blast, I will be really happy. Sadly, only 1 copy of Galvanic Blast, but still better than nothing. We killed 2 problematic creatures. They only have 1 Terrarium left to draw another card. We have a Black of a Vampire to deal with their Mirror Enforcer and to get back 4 lives. But they draw another E-Tug, which is fine because they actually draw 3 copies of Tokast, so it's not weird. Alright. Anyway, if they have a removal spell, we are dead. So, for that reason, I think that it's better to cast Birthing Party, hoping to cast down or something better. Well, Echo Wellspring seems still fine. No, too late. At last I can play Kraken Shaman, just to have another charm blocker to prevent them killing with E-Tug unless they draw Fling or Tremor the Two-Age. Tremor or Timur. If they have double Galvanic Blast, we are still dead, but we can't do anything about that. They are also playing Deadly Dispute. Chromatic Star seems fine. I block Mirror Enforcer with Birthing Party and E-Tug with Kraken Shaman. I probably want to crack this copy of Echo Wellspring. I just want to draw another card. I'm not sure to draw another Deadly Dispute, and if I draw another removal spell to kill their E-Tug or other creatures, I will be really happy. Alright, so cast down, target E-Tug. Ardent Elementalist, bring back something. Bring back Deadly Dispute. Deadly Dispute seems better than Galvanic Blast or Cast Down, because we already killed 2 Etox, and we already killed 2 copies of Mirror Forcer. So next turn we can deal with Mirror Forcer with Black Oven Vampire or Birding Party. Probably we are fine, maybe not. They don't have more than 2 copies of Galvanic Blast in hand, because they attacked with both their creatures. Okay, that's still Citadel. I'll play Equal Wellspring and then Black Oven Vampires. Basically, vampires here is a great way to counter 1 or 2 copies of Galvanic Blast, because we are getting back 4 lives, and if they want to attack with their Enforcer, they need a removal spell to destroy my Black Oven Vampire. 1 mana, 2 mana, Deadly Dispute. 2 mana, Equal Wellspring. They have 5 cards in it. Oh, we have Broken Graceland, okay. But we only have Birding Party and Ardent Elementalist in graveyard. Alright. Next turn we can play first Deadly Dispute and then Birding Party, because Deadly Dispute with Equal Wellspring on the battlefield, unless they counter it with this spell, it costs only 1 mana, basically. We are still losing to Aether Fling, but they already wasted 2 copies of Aether. So the best way to win right now is being more aggressive than them. They drew another copy of Aether. So they have Fling in hand, I guess, because Affinity already draw half of their deck, so I think they already draw a copy of Fling. I will be really surprised if they did not. At last, the Green Splash theoretically will be real helpful, because we both have Hungry Marauder and Weather Storm to stop Aether Fling. Alright, 2 copies of Aether in the first 15 cards, and the last another copy of Aether in the first half of the deck. Korkan Shaman is clearly bad. Fangry Marauder is clearly good. Do we really need Maelstrom Colossus and Torn of Black Rose? That's a nice question. Torn of Black Rose usually is great against Affinity, but I'm not really sure about that. Because if we keep Ardent Elementalist, both Ardent Elementalist and Ripping Graves, we can cut Maelstrom Colossus or Torn of Black Rose. Sometimes I don't really like Monarch, and I've often found clunky Monarch when I play it. When other people play it, they usually have Tomb for Monarch and a lot of removals. So I guess adding at least 1 Torn of the Black Rose, maybe Colossus, we can keep it, because it's a 2 for 1 and that's a big creature. Just to add And probably only one copy of Weather's Tomb is fine because we also have 4 copies of Black Hole Vampires. And often Weather's Tomb is not enough to deal with Affinity. Also, I really like Ripping the Graves because if they kill my Fangry Marauder, I can rip in the grave. I can bring back Fangry Marauder with Ripping the Graves. We have Ichor Wellspring and Deadly Dispute, seems fine to me. If we draw a Cleanse Wildfire or 2, will be really great. And having both Deadly Dispute and Ichor Wellspring means that we are more likely to draw another 1 or 2 lands. Also, I still have Ripping the Graves, so eventually I can discard Bleak Vampire Subverting Party if necessary. Deck seems kinda fine against Affinity at last post side, but I'm still not sure because without Fangry Marauder, Aether Fling is their best win condition against me, but if I'm not enough lucky, I can play around it. Your turn opponent. Turn 1 Terrarium. Fangry Marauder. Stonks. Ichor Wellspring. Please, more lands. Nice. Crisp. Reaping. I think that I don't have any 1 mana spell beside the Chromatic Stars, so I'll play Deadly Dispute in their turn, maybe in upkeep. Because if they have this spell, it's better to forcing them tapping their mana during their upkeep. Okay, but we didn't draw any land. 1 mana, star. Oh, many enforcers. Priest, okay. Enforcer. Only one. Alright. We finally draw a Cleansing Wildfire. Since I need lands, I prefer to ramping. I prefer to get another lens. Mountain. Nice. So I can also play Ichor Wellspring, and I think we'll play Ichor Wellspring. We'll keep the treasure to play Fangry Marauder next turn. Sure. A Deadly Dispute mirror match. Sure. Draw. Quattro, 5. 6 mana. Fangry Marauder. Your turn, opponent. Next turn we can get 5 life from this Chromatic Star. That will be really helpful. Really cool. Apparently opponent doesn't really like my Fangry Marauder. And I conceded. 6 mana, I win the match. So if they crack their treasure token, Chromatic Star or Terrarium, I'll get something like 15 lives for free. Good job, little boy. These creatures This creature is not a beast, it's an angel. Okay, I'm really hyped. Game 2 went really well. I was a little awkward with the mana because I missed the last one land drop. But Cleansing Wildfire and Deadly Dispute helped me a lot. Okay, that's a, to me seems a really good start. I'll play Darksteel Citadel first, because if I draw a Mountain, I can play Cleansing Wildfire on my Darksteel Citadel instead of Ichor Wellspring. But if I draw a Mountain and they miss a land drop, obviously I'll destroy their land. They mull it down to 6. No, they begin the game with 7 cards in it. Stonks. Ichor Wellspring. Wow, we draw the Mountain. Okay, since we draw the Mountain, we can play Cleansing Wildfire, targeting my Darksteel Citadel, just to find the forest. Thing is, I want to play Deadly Dispute first, because if I play Deadly Dispute, I can crack Ichor Wellspring, draw 3 cards. I have the treasure token to play Fire Marauder earlier. Oh well. First let's oh no, I should have played Deadly Dispute before Cleansing Wildfire. Oh well. Anyway, this is probably fine, because we already needed the lands, and if I don't play Deadly Dispute, I'm not going to discard any card. Deadly Dispute here means something like I destroy the treasure token to kill the Eternal Sculptor, but Eternal Sculptor is not great, and I lose the change to... No, that's fine. Forest. Also, having double Deadly Dispute in hand with a Hungry Marauder means that we can get a lot of lives with Hungry Marauders. If they miss a land drop, obviously I can destroy one of their lands, but they already played 1 copy of Deadly Dispute, 2 copies of Towcast, they never missed the 1 left drop, and they played double Disciple of the Vault. Oh. Okay. Alright. What I should do here, I can play Black Oven Vampires instead of Cleansing Wildfire. Probably I should play Black Oven Vampires and force them to kill my Black Oven Vampires. No. I think I should play Cleansing Wildfire or Galvanic Blast. I can Galvanic Blast one of their Disciple of the Vault. No, probably it's better to just Cleansing Wildfire, pick another mountain. Let's see what we draw. Cast down seems fine. because we can kill one of their Disciple of the Vault, preventing them to dealing more damage than necessary, then play crossbar, breach, pass. They draw another Disciple. They cycled Lonely Sandbar, but they don't have Aether. They do have another Town Sculptor. That's fine, I guess. I have 6 mana, so I think I'll play first Vault of Whispers, then Fangry Marauder, and kill, I think, Disciple of the Vault. I'm not gonna blocking any of their creatures. I prefer to force them killing my Fangry Marauder with double Galvanic Blast. Okay, since we are in their turn, Fangry Marauder's ability resolved before Disciple of the Vault ability, and they conceded. Wow. Thank you, Fangry Marauder. You are a good creature. Alright, so let's see what we'll draw eventually next turn. Okay, we'll play the second copy of Ichor Wellspring. We draw another Fangry Marauder! If I didn't draw another copy of Fangry Marauder, I'll think that I'll just play the Ichor Wellspring and then pass the turn. And then play first Deadly Dispute in their turn, then crack the treasure token to Deadly Dispute and cast another Deadly Dispute, sacrificing the other Ichor Wellspring to get something like 15 lives. Oh, Jesus. Thank you, Fangry Marauder, you're so great.